Good day everyone, I'm Michael and for this video I'll be discussing how the database works in my web application. To be precise, how does the database implies the CRUD or create, read, update, and delete on its tables. Take note that for this app, not every table has a complete CRUD, meaning there could be tables that only has a create or maybe update. So let's get started. Well, for this app, I have 7 tables: bed checks, daily reports, dormers, guards, student assistants, users, and violations. Out of these 7, only dormers and student assistants has a complete CRUD. The rest are purposely missing a function or two. Now, let's start. First, I'm gonna log in with an admin account. Let's go first with creating student or reading the dormers. As you can see, I've already had an initial students that I created a while ago. Nata, Ino, Mary, Dylan, Michael. For that code part, it's here in the dormers index at this part of the code at dormers. It's where it reads the dormers table and orders it according to sex, then room number, then name. As you can see, Hinata, then Ino, then Mary, then Dylan, then Michael. Now let's go to creating a student. Students, then add the student. Student number, let's just say 1986-0002, room number 123, full name, Naruto fan, course here, BS Ninjutsu. You can actually add pictures, but I'll do it later in editing part. Submit. Key, where is it? The creation will be here. It's actually quite divided in the picture of my code. At dormer is equals to dormer params. Dormer params is like giving permit for this backend to use the parameters or attributes of dormer's table. Now, if it's valid, then we'll check if there already exist student numbers that has it's the same student number from the table. We'll go to error. Else, now this part will be the initial creation of the violations table. Creates for the violation, it creates the ID with dormer ID from the user input, student numbers, and admin name, which is the current user. And this is the other half, which is a dormer.save, which is equivalent to dormer.create. It saves the parameters and respective attributes and the respective inputs from the dormers. Now, in this view, it's actually in this at show. Shows the dormers, reads the dormers table, and it also reads the violation table. So I'm actually quite killing two birds in one stone on this one because I'm already showing the violations, creation, and reading. Now, for editing part, I'll edit Sakura. Say release. Then let's choose her picture. Let's say Hinata's picture again. Oh, you again. Submit. It's taking a while. Tick tock, tick tock. Okay, there you go. We've edited it. Now, where's that part? It's actually here. It's at this update from Dormer's controller. Dormer again, it finds the parameters of the ID. The ID, by the way, is here. Here we go. Then this part is if at dormer.update, which is already initializes it, then it becomes true. Again, the dormer params. Now, if the student is actually student assistance, it also updates the student assistance attributes like student number and the name. Next would be the deletion. Let's check first if Elise is actually created. There you go, Elise. Elise is here. Let's click it and go to edit again. Then click delete. There you go, Elise has been deleted. It's actually here in destroy. Now destroy it again from that find parameters ID. Dormer.destroy. It also destroys the violations row of the student. Then if the student assistance is also deletes its or his or her record as student assistants. Now since we've talked about student assistants, let's go for being student assistants. For example, Michael. For creation, just simply add S. Click that add SSA. Michael's now student assistant. The code would be here in student assistance controllers. Create. If student assistant to create again, this if statement initializes this and becomes true and while being created in the table. Now the dormer will be also be updated. The dormer with the attribute of is underscore SA becomes true. Now let's try where maybe you're wondering where's the reading part. Let's go to bed check, new bed check. There you go. The name's being read here. Michael's also a student assistant. Dylan is also a student assistant. Let's see. There you go. He is a student assistant because the remove assess is here. Let's try removing him for a second. And there you go. Michael is the only student assistant. For the reading part, it's actually in here. The guard and the student assistant's name are being read here in the front end. Student assistant that all name and guard that all name. For it is for the drop down selection part. Now let's go to deletion. You saw the deletion a while ago, but I'm gonna show it to you again. Dormers Michael, simply click that remove as SA. The code part would be this destroy this. If student assistant that find params ID that destroy, again that if initializes this, then the dormer will also be updated. In that attribute is underscore SA will turn it to false. Now you're wondering where's the update? I think I discussed it a while ago. Dormers, this part, dormer.update, then student assistant will also be updated. Let's try. At SA, oh, metrics, new metrics, Michael, dormers, Michael, edit, Michael, 1, 2, 3, and submit. Let's see. Bed check. Michael 1, 2, 3. It's updated. I've discussed the bed check. I've discussed the students. I've discussed the. No, I haven't discussed the bed check. I'm discussing the bed check. Now for the bed check, we have the student assistant now and the guards. Simply input a valid student number. For example, this 1986-0000. Then submit. Save endorsements. For the creation part, it's actually in this create. Bed checks that new bed check params. This definition of bed check params quite similar for the dormer controllers. You can see it, but Let me show you quite for the dormers. It's here. There you go. Now going back, we check the two params. Now this date time actually saves time in the update. It updates the time of the date. It's just the date for the dormers were when did they had the bed check or when did the SA inputted their name. There you go. Now if the student number exists already in the bed check dormers, it's you can no longer input him or her. Uh, Now else dormer that exists, we check that save again. That save is equivalent to the create where the parameters or the attributes is from the user input. Now next is reading part, endorsement lists. There you go, Hinata. For the reading part, actually this is the part of at bedchecks. It is the dormers that joins, inner joins bedchecks on bedchecks. It inner the table the dormer tables inner joins with the bedchecks where the key point or the combining part is the student numbers. Then it orders it by student numbers. Now for the deletion, simply click delete and it's gone. And it's actually here. It's quite simple. Wedcheck that find parameters ID, wedcheck that destroy, redirect to wedchecks. That's all. Now, let's go to violations. Click dormers, student and dormers. Then let's say Eno. Then simply click this, add the violation. That's for the creation. The code would be here. Violations, create. Violation that exists. Of course, it's supposed to be exist because we created it after creating the students. Then violation that find dormer ID. It increments the minor integer of the violation table. Now, if that minor is greater than or equal to 3, most probably just equal to 3, then it increments the major and updates the minor to 0. Let's try. Now, minus 1, the violation becomes 2, and another 1. Now, major becomes 1, minor is 0. Now, that destroys just put it there, but doesn't do anything. Now, for the daily report actually is generated by inputting the student number here in the home page. It's in the Vegex controller. 2013. Let's say my student number. I feel old. Oh my god. It vanishes. Where does it create this part? Ah, nah, that's a bad check. Wait, where is it? There you go, daily reports, but that's not the create. It's actually in home, where the home is this page. Now, what it does is it's actually searching for the student with the same student number from the input, where that at title is the variable for the input, then compares it with this is filtered if dormer exists where student number is equals to title, then dormers where student number is equal to the title. Now it updates the created at timestamp of the dormer. Now if dormer exists that student number is equals to title, again just repeat it for assurance, then end status is equals to in the dormers The dormer table will update the status of the students with the student number that are titled to out. The same goes with the creation of the daily report, this part. It will also become out, and the created at the timestamp will also be updated to the current time. Now else if the status is out, then dormer status attribute will be updated to in. Same goes with the daily report. But actually it's just creation. It will create as in also. Now for the reading part of the daily report, it actually goes here. Time is it's quite far actually, because there's quite a problem from the time in my laptop and in the code. Anyways, it's still working. And I try it in Linux, it actually works. Wow. Anyways, where is it? Daily reports, reading part. It's actually here. It's just simple index, where again the dormer table and the daily report table joins in inner joins, where the attributes are dormer name, dormer room number, daily report status, and daily reports created at. Because you don't want the dormer status here, because the daily report has multiple rows. Say it has multiple rows with the same student numbers but different status. Unlike dormers, you update the status, so it changes the status. It will also change here. For example, if I put dormer status here, then all Michael will be out or in. But since I put daily reports, it's actually changing. Anyways, I'm almost done. I think I explained violations, daily reports. Yep. Now, to explain why users don't have create and guards don't have create, it's because for the security purposes, it's like imagine a student creating an account, then he or she can log in anytime in the system. It's like cheating the system already. I've tried logging out and I tried logging in a non-admin account. All you can see is the home page. There's no other buttons in here. And try logging that out and logging again with an admin account. Now that's it. That's the reason why I don't want the admin or the guards to have a creation, because a student could cheat into the system. There's a reading port for the guards and obviously for the users with users username in here. Where is it? Although there's actually create, I might consider creating it and updating it in the future. But for now, nah. For the guards, you saw it a while ago with show. Well, I think that's it. I've discussed the code for each of my tables, and I hope you learned something. I don't know. Anyways, thank you for listening and have a good day.